This is your official Leguizamo spoiler warning. If you have not seen the classic Brian De Palma film, Carlito's Way, well, then turn away now, dear friend, for you are entering spoiler town.
Jeez. I hate the word.
Hello and welcome to Mish and Zach's Leguizamo, the top 8.
Do you want to know what I've called it?
Yeah.
I know this is the second episode, but I've called it, and we can workshop this.
Okay, wait a second, Tom. You okay?
Oh, no, I was just going to do this on the
cool.
podcast.
Oh, okay, go on then.
Well, I don't want to make him cut stuff on tour. It's all good. Hey, everyone. Reveal a little bit of a peek behind the curtain. I've called it the top 8 best / most Leguizamo-y of Leguizamo's work.
All right. And we're at number 7. My name is Mish. You might know me from when I was 7. I had an imaginary friend named Benji, and my best friend at the time, Kate, had an imaginary friend named Pussy Willow. And the 4 of us hung out every day. I'm joined, as always, by my dear friend, Zach Ruane, who's back from tour, if only for a little bit.
Just a moment, a brief moment.
And you would know him from?
I had imaginary friends growing up, but only because I thought one was meant to. I never believed they were there.
Okay. And we have a very, very, very special guest with us, one of our favourite people. It's one half of Hot Department and a beautiful friend of the show. It's our very favourite Durnan Silva.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No, thank you so much for coming on. I'm honest, I'll probably say this for every single one of our top 8s, but how fun to watch good stuff.
Oh, my God. No. Mish. My God. This has been so invigorating.
Honestly, honest to God, yeah.
This has been so invigorating.
Yeah. It's been a joy.
Just like, because, you know, when you pick a character actor, Pat, you got to watch some rough stuff.
Because when you pick a character actor, Pat, even if you know that they've done a lot of stuff, if they've done 170 things like John Leguizamo has done, you best believe that around about 70 of those 170 things are middling TV dramas from the year 2004. Just so you're aware.
Just where you're sitting, it's like, because of a choice I made 3 years ago, I'm watching a thing that a guy...
4 years.
4 years ago, my God. 4 years ago, I'm watching a thing right now that where I respect this guy, and that's why I'm watching this stuff. But the reason he made this choice was because he had those 2 weeks free and it seemed fun.
Yeah.
Like, there is stuff I've watched where I'm like, I don't think John's watched this.
Does he remember filming it?
Oh, there'll be so many things.
There'd be things that would take him a beat.
If you showed him, he'd be like, oh, yeah.
There would be, I think, directors that he would bump into that directed him that were like, hey! And he'd be like,
What?
and he'd be like, I was your voice director on Fairfax. And he'd be like,
Oh, of course, mate.
yes, that was great.
Blurb us.
I'm going to blurb you now. I had to take a beat to
Blurbino.
write this blurb. I'm really proud of it. Number 7 on our list of the top 8 best / most Leguizamo-y of Leguizamo's work is an absolute classic. It's one of his earliest roles, Sexy Luigi, before he even played Luigi. Where the 20-something Legz stands toe-to-toe with 90s Pacino, this week we watched Carlito's Way. I should say rewatched. Mm-hmm. In case you haven't seen it, Carlito's Way tells the story of a big-time crook trying to go legit after getting out of prison, but everyone in his world keeps trying to pull him back in. A pretty familiar story, but in this one, the crook is played by 90s Pacino playing a South American, and it's directed by Brian De Palma, so it's an aesthetic, cinematic whirlwind and smorgasbord. John Leguizamo plays Benny Blanco, a songwriter and producer who is best known for his collaborations with Katy Perry, Kesha, and Maroon 5. He is currently engaged to Selena Gomez and took his stage name from a character from the 1993 crime film Carlito's Way.
Very good. Very good. What a joy to rewatch this movie.
I should say Benny Blanco is actually a young criminal, the young up-and-coming guy who is set to take the place of
Carlito.
Carlito. Anyway, carry on.
Pat hadn't seen it before.
No.
Pat, I'm so excited that you got to watch this film.
Thank you, because this is the second, I think, Brian De Palma film I've seen. And
Which is the first?
Body Double.
Oh,
Which
great.
I love.
You've got a great start on the Brian De Palma.
Have you not seen Carrie?
Oh, so yes. Oh my
Okay,
God,
there you
yes.
go.
I haven't seen Scarface.
I've never seen Scarface either.
Some of the classics I haven't seen. No, yeah, Carrie, yes.
Yeah.
True. Good film.
Yeah.
My God, bitch, it's good.
It's so lovely.
Good.
I remember because the first time I watched it was for the pod. So I believe we did it about a year ago.
And it was Alexi Toliopoulos brought it. It's one of his favourite
his favourite
films.
film.
De Palma is one of
Ooh.
his favourite directors.
Makes sense.
And the first time I watched it, I found it quite overwhelming. Like, I just remember thinking it's long. It is a long film. It is beautiful, but I just felt very kind of overwhelming visually.
Yeah, you got to be in the right place.
And coming into it a second time, maybe a year and a half later, 2 years later, maybe? No, year and a half. It was just so nice to kind of ride the wave that was this film. It is really interesting. Like, I can't think of another movie that kind of carries as much weight as this. It's very heavy, but it also feels very whimsical. It's like a little it's real. It's quite
There's a lightness
magical
of touch.
almost.
There's a lightness of touch.
I'm sorry, like I'm going to go off on
I
one
love
now.
that, no.
There's this scene where he's in the rain and he's spying on Gail while she's in a dance class.
Yes.
And it's so creepy and dark, and he's in the rain and he's spying on this woman. But the way it is done is so lovely and pretty.
I mean, that's, if you want, can I just say, little film rec, and this was, Alexi gave it to me on his podcast and you've seen it, Body Double, if you like how...
That's Melanie Griffiths, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who I'm obsessed.
Yes.
Right. If you like,
She's-
this is voyeurism and it's a bad thing, but I've seen it done as a sexy thing. Why is this being played as a romantic thing? If you like that feeling that you got from that scene, Body Double Mish is going to blow your fucking
Yeah, no, it's
mind.
on my list. It's been on my list to watch for so long.
Yeah,
Oh my
hearing
God.
through the
Anyway,
tape,
carry
yeah.
on. Yeah, those feelings.
Yeah, it was just this kind of like, because it's so dark and he's a very scary guy. But it was just so, and all of a sudden in watch, even though he is like a hardened criminal who is spying on this woman, I was totally on board with him. Like, I was spying with him. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, yeah, she looks fucking sick. I'm falling in love with her too. There's a real magic to this film, a real kind of like, I just think it's so great.
There's an earnestness to the love story, which I love.
100%.
There's that moment where talking about that, where there's this beautiful woman is talking to him and he's talking to her and she's being really sexy, and then like the camera zooms past her and focuses in on it, just a random blonde woman dancing in the club because she reminds him of this woman. And it's just like, that's such a beautiful notion that it's not her, it's just a woman that, and like his voiceover is so, I've never really seen a voiceover like this where it's so kind of like it's just like he's just thinking. He's just, you know?
So casual in the way, but not, yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, no.
I guess it was about me.
It's something about a director who's done it for a long time, who's now kind of got all the tools in their tool belt. We talked about this when we talked, like, Why I Love May December. It's a director who has all the tools in their tool belt, just like being able to then employ them to achieve something. It's not like he's like, I'm going to fuck around and provoke. It's like, I've got all these things and now I'm going to tell you a story. And then it's him working with an actor that he's worked with before, so that they're really comfortable together. And like 90s Pacino, a story I've heard is that he never does the same take twice. Like, that's how his process now, which is, or it was in the 90s, where someone was talking about the Heat, the great, Hank Azaria was talking about the, you know, in Heat, she's got a great ass. And he was saying that was just
That is a great moment.
Yeah, but that was just take 7, right? In other moments, he was just did it normal, and like he literally just does every take completely differently because I don't know, and you feel that in his performances. It's like it is crazy and it is random, but there's also just this like newness. He's just so lightness of touch.
It's it's easy to like watch, even like even in his biggest moments. But you're just like, you would be like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Most
100%.
people when they think of Pacino, they think there's this intensity to him, which is true. but there's also just this play and this
Yeah.
like
Very theatrical, really.
Yeah.
Very like, dare I say it, quite camp.
yeah.
Like,
Pacino's camp. She said it.
no, but truly,
yeah.
there's this kind of like very theatricalness to him.
And just like a joy and a laissez-faire.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. I couldn't agree more. And I just think that this film is perfectly cast.
Yes.
I think, and you've got to give Brian De Palma snaps for Brian De Palma.
Snaps for Brian.
Because he has worked with all of the lead actors in this before, right?
Yeah.
And there's something about Sean Penn that made him go, I think I'm going to make you a cunt. In everything I put you in. And no, but he is. Sean Penn is phenomenal at playing big old cunt.
Yeah.
Really good. And his character in this is just vile.
That hair as well.
Oh, and he looks vile. Oh, and then because in Casualties of War, Sean Penn was in that. And he also had put Casualties of War was John Leguizamo's first feature film. And John Leguizamo played one of the guys. Have you seen Casualties of War?
No.
Holy shit, that's some heavy shit. That's an early Brian De Palma. And he must have seen and in Casualties of War is John C. Reilly, Sean Penn,
almost
baby.
all of them doing their first film, or at least early.
He just found this group of
Shit.
male actors in the late, I think it was 80, Michael J. Fox was the lead.
late 80s.
Late 80s, I think, 89, 91, somewhere around there. Anyway, and they've all gone on to have phenomenal careers, but Brian De Palma was just really good at finding new male actors and chucking them in. I just think...
And you're right about casting. It's like that Sean Penn just did he captures. It's like what's his name? Franco, not Dave. James Franco. I remember watching 127 Hours. There's always been a bit of an ick to James Franco, and the best directors are ones that know that. Like 127 Hours has this this guy, and it's the same. He knows Sean Penn,
Well, Sean, I don't know what Sean Penn's like as a human being, but as an actor, he doesn't have a problem being a big fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll be a big fuck for you.
There's that arrogance, wormy arrogance.
Yeah, wormy is right.
That's not something I've seen Sean Penn do, but it's perfect for Sean Penn.
Yeah.
It's the same with Leguizamo. He played people kind of like this, but he hadn't really been given the opportunity to play something quite like this. Was one of his breakout roles.
This was for that to be one of your first roles. He was getting fucking good shit.
It was
so young in his career, and I was to have a role like this.
Yeah.
I'm like,
after having watched everything he's ever fucking been in, before this, essentially, it was 2 episodes of Miami Vice, Casualties of War, and then this, essentially.
yeah,
And it's like this.
And Miami Vice was a bit of a runway to this.
Yeah, no, of course. Oh,
That was
100%.
a bit of a practice run.
Yeah.
But his suit was so big.
Yeah. Miami Vice was straight from acting school, got the gig, would have bashed out his whole episode in a day kind of thing. But yeah, what an amazing opportunity for him.
But also-
and what a fun role. Benny would be such a fun fucking
Benny
role.
Blanco.
Yeah.
My God, even the name.
Yeah.
Benny Blanco.
Yeah.
It's such a good name. It's it's also the way there's that first scene where they first confront each other, or when they first meet, and it's that because it's the descent of the relationship of him really admiring him at first, and then Pacino just thinking he's past it, but really it's because he's not. That I think is why he keeps just not giving him some grace. But that first scene, there's something so it's such a powerhouse of acting, because you got. I would think if I was a young actor and I was doing a scene with fucking Al Pacino, and 90s Al Pacino, I would shrink.
Oh, I'd shit my pants.
But he's got this bravado and this arrogance, and he probably did on set, he was this young guy, but the way he just doesn't have that. He doesn't seem to be shrinking at all. He's just so confident, and he's up against this guy. But then also the way Pacino plays it. Pacino plays it so big everywhere else, and then suddenly he's just what the fuck are you doing? Like, he's got this, like, kid. And it's like, it's so incredible to see. Like, you think of 90s Pacino as just big all the time, but it's like you see him pull it back to let this younger actor outshine him in this
Oh, that's
moment
such a good
because
point. I hadn't even thought
it's
about
such
that.
a, like, powerhouse. It's like, fuck, Pacino's so good at acting.
Yeah.
He really is.
And it's like, it's so nice to see someone who has been doing it. He'd been doing it for so long at that point. Like, he'd been acting since the early 70s and in great films.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so nice to see he's so good, but he's not thinking anymore.
Yeah.
Like, he's done all the work, so now he can just do a film at this caliber with this amount. Like, it's a hard, that wouldn't be an easy film to do, but so many people would be acting, and he's just like,
He's just even the like action that he like.
Yeah.
He's got it down. Like just like the choreography. Because I was thinking about sometimes like with the chases and like the subway and everything, and it's like he just did it so effortlessly, but never forgetting to act. But then like just moving like, it was
he's almost got the comfort of like a TV actor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like someone that's 7 seasons in, like just like so comfortable and like, and it's also so important because like I said in the intro, this is a story that we've seen. Like we've seen this story. It's the same story in Casino. It's the same story, and like this is a very common trope in crime films.
I did.
Oh,
sorry,
go.
no. I
you
just
go.
interrupted you. Okay. The thing I think is different from this to other crime stories that we have seen, like especially around this era, there were so many. For me, is that kind of whimsical lightness that brings to it. It feels almost like it could at any point become a musical. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it has that kind of like vibe of like, very, very dreamlike. What I was going to say is with Al Pacino, because he's phenomenal, obviously, but for me, like there has to be a real build up to watching him, like reading a big book or something, or like reading a classic novel. I haven't seen a lot of Al Pacino, not because I'm not in awe of him. I think he's amazing, but I feel like it's a feat to watch one of his movies because it is so, like, I find him to be very overwhelming, and not in a bad way, but like.
Have you seen Dog Day Afternoon?
No.
Have you seen that?
Is
It's
it the one where he holds up the?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's young Pacino, and that's when he's working, right?
Yeah.
But like, that's Sidney Lumet, and that's just a beautifully done film. That's like just a different way to harness his energy. But that's a really cool film. I think it's cool because I've never been like, I've always liked Pacino, but it's doing this podcast, like seeing this film is where I've really like fallen for him.
Yeah, no, this is by far and away my favourite Al Pacino movie that I have seen, by far and away.
Because I used to always get overwhelmed with like all the Robert De Niro, like all the like the big guys, like
The Goodfellas.
that whole Goodfellas, Godfather shit. Like
Yep.
I'm like I still have yet to get into it because it always feels so like daunting.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but I think I saw Godfather once in Ballarat in Jamal's house. Sorry, can you cut that?
No, keep it in, whatever. Yeah, Jamal probably would really like Godfather. Shout out to Jamal, wherever you're at.
Jamal.
Thanks for introducing me.
The thing I was going to say is very similar to what you were saying.
I
Is
smoked a lot of darts at Jamal's house.
No.
Jamal lived a block away from me, and I would just go to Jamal's house, and we'd sit on his balcony and smoke darts.
Shout out Jamal.
Shout out to Jamal.
Thanks for the durries.
I fell in the mud out the front of his house. He let me have a shower at his house once.
Shout out Jamal.
Shout out to Jamal.
I'll stop trying to get back on track. You guys talk about Jamal. Let me know when you're done.
The thing about Jamal is shout out
Jamal. The thing I was gonna say about this, it's what you said about the joy and the fun, but it's also like he's so likable, and I think like it's this really interesting thing. It's like I've seen stories like this, but I've never so deeply rooted for them to actually win, you know? It's usually I'm like, this is interesting and this is fascinating. Oftentimes often with this story, deep down I want to see them fall back into crime, like because that's their true nature. You feel that. Whereas with him, I'm like, no, I want you to get what you want because you're a bad guy and you've killed people and you're like, but you're so charming.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I think like charm, it's very similar to Psycho, right? I realized this rewatching Psycho recently.
No, that Norman Bates, charming.
So
No, but truly, Anthony Perkins, rewatch Psycho.
Well, the actor might be charming.
Rewatch Psycho, that, particularly if you
he
compare
came
it
up
to
to
the
me.
remake.
Wouldn't be like absolute friends. I want you to win.
Rewatch Psycho. I'm telling you, just the scene
Where he's fapping off.
where he's fapping off to the woman. No, just that scene, right? Try and step away from. Even it's really good to watch the remake because Vince Vaughn does it really intense. Like he does it really.
Was that
I love
shot
the
to
remake
shot,
of Psycho.
shot?
yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
Shot for shot? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Just
Have you seen
literally-
it?
No.
Mate,
Always-
it got so much flack. I watched it like recently-ish, like within the last year. I loved it.
So literally,
It's so stupid.
Gus Van Sant did Good Will Hunting, and it was a hit, like Oscars, all of that. So he had his blank check moment, right? The same thing that I would say Sinners, Sinners was like blank check. For,
I just watched that recently.
Yeah, like
so good.
Or like Tim Burton's blank check after Batman was. Edward Scissorhands. Like this was his moment. He could make whatever he want, and he used it to convince Universal to give him $70 million to do a shot-for-shot remake of Psycho, which was something he wanted to do since university. And it is like a $70 million university film. It's just an experiment. And it's not altogether successful, but
No,
it's
not at all.
fascinating.
But fascinating.
It was fascinating.
What? Who was it for? Like,
Who's it for? It's for...
It was for Gus.
Film
Yeah,
students.
yeah.
It's for like cinephiles 30 years from now.
Yeah, no,
Like,
truly.
Yeah.
I think I heard once that the Anne Hesh role, Nicole Kidman was up for, and I think that if Nicole Kidman had played that role instead of Anne Hesh, I love Anne Hesh, but if Nicole Kidman had played that role, I think it would have tipped the scales on that film, and I think the film would be a classic of like camp.
yeah.
Oh, the fact that it was
Fascinating.
Jennifer Jason Leigh in that the iconic gets killed in the shower role, and then it's Anne Hesh.
Like wild.
is wild. It was
then-
just I truly enjoyed the Psycho because it was just like watching it's like giving a uni student $70 million.
It's just an
amazing.
experiment, and also it makes you appreciate like the reason I'm like you use it as this counterpoint because Psycho is a nearly perfect film. It's an incredible film, right? Better than I remembered it. Like rewatched it recently. It was like, my God, this film is like every shot is perfect. Like there's these quick moments where another filmmaker would spend 3 scenes conveying something and like a ton of exposition, Hitchcock does it in like a moment. Literally, like there's like moments where we're back at the marsh, so now, and that's also I think his wife was a script doctor, so she was a big part of that.
Script
It's like
doctor?
script doctor,
okay,
like
yeah,
so
yeah.
she would like do rewrites on scripts and like
yeah.
it's just this efficient, incredible piece of storytelling. And with a movie like that, you're like, why is it perfect? What makes it perfect? To have another artifact like a Rosetta Stone of a not perfect shot-for-shot remake allows you to go like, well, what's good about this performance? I know. I'll watch Vince Vaughn doing it. And
From Wedding Crashers.
and it is. So even though the character is really, really creepy, even though the character is really, really scary, if you go back, a part of it is like he always is because of the script. But also if you try to step away from it, it's 1960. I don't know who the psycho is. I don't know who's bad. I don't know where this scene is going to go.
Is it set in the 90s, the version? Or,
Yes.
Okay, right. Yeah. So it's all modern.
It's all modern. Different people make different choices. So William H. Macy plays the detective like a 1940s detective. Julia Moore plays her character as this like 90s bitch. And like they're in scenes together and he just lets them both make different choices and it's perfect.
And
like,
Vince Vaughn is playing like a villain.
yeah, he plays it like, he plays it psycho. Like he plays it psycho from the top.
And Anne Hesh is playing like a very like heightened 1950s damsel.
different people make different choices, and it's cool.
And it's
So
and everything is
interesting.
orange. It's just wild.
I would watch
I'm-
60. I would watch 1960 Psycho, and then like immediately after, or
Back
like
to
within
back.
a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's fascinating.
That's a fun project. We'll talk about that when Pat's gone.
So, but the thing I was just going to
Wait.
say was coming all the way back to like I've been thinking a lot about charm and likability because it's such a rare quality in actors. Anthony Perkins was a matinee star. I didn't realize this, but he played the like boyish like love interest. And he is intensely likable. And you rewatch the first Psycho, again, removed from knowing where this character's going. And also, that quality of the character really shines in Psycho 2, which is a film I've talked about.
I need to see that.
It's a really flawed film, but like also an incredible like exploration of the character. And it's just an Australian director, and he was a huge like student of Hitchcock. And you really feel that it feels like almost an essay on the first film. Like, you know the moment in the first Psycho when the car is sinking into the mud and then it stops for a second and then you're suddenly on his side?
Yeah.
It feels like an entire film of that feeling, like just playing with your emotions. But the thing I was going to say is that it's like, what I loved is watching Psycho, I was reminded of, sorry, this is a big essay. I'm writing an essay, but I was reminded of Lovely Bones and Stanley Tucci's performance in Lovely Bones, right? I think that's a flawed film, but Tucci is, I think, incredible in it. And both of them have the same thing, which is to be a serial killer or a psychopath or someone that gets away with that, you actually have to be charming. Like people often like point to that as this like anomaly, like, but they were so charming. It's like, well, if they were weird, it'd be like, that cunt did it. It's him.
I reckon the weird cunt across the street probably fucking did this.
So they actually have to be charming, and they're the only people I've ever seen play psychopaths as, and I promise I'll get back to the film we're talking about. They're the only people I've ever seen play psychopaths as normal, charming, likable people with something deep down hidden. And you read about
Robin
Anthony.
Williams in 1 Hour Photo.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to rewatch that. Oh my God.
That's a fucking full-on movie. To be honest with you, flawed movie. I don't love the movie itself, but Robin Williams in that film is like,
Really? Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sad.
And I think it's that, but that's the thing that those two I think in particular really get, which is that, and you look at Anthony Perkins' life story and you go, oh, I can see maybe what he's drawing from, like in terms of him hiding stuff. And I think there's something about likability and that as a quality in an actor. That's a casting thing rather than an acting thing. You can't play likable. But when you put people on screen, and this is where I'm coming back to this, he's in the script just an awful dude, just a cunt. He's the same as anyone else in any of these movies. He's arrogant, he's rude, he's like a bit of a sodge, but just in performance you're just like, fuck, I like this guy.
Yeah,
I'd be friends with him.
100%.
I want him to win.
I love movies like that.
It's the trick. It's the thing movies do better than anything
And I know
else.
I've used this as an example so many times, but one of them truly is A Muppet's Treasure Island, Tim Curry's.
Oh, I'm so
I haven't seen that.
I've never seen it either.
It is it is a perfect movie. It covers everything. It's like, honestly, it is so good. It is so good. And I'm going through a real Tim Curry phase at the moment.
Tim Curry's beautiful.
I love him. Like, I think
Titanic, the remake.
What?
He was in the remake.
I haven't seen that.
Titanic.
Is
There
it
was
good?
there was a Catherine Zeta-Jones.
I watched that
I haven't seen
when
it.
it was on television.
Yeah, it was always on TV.
But I watched
Is it a
when
television
it
show
came
or a
out
movie?
Because
It was
I-
a movie, but if it was like a very like
It was a TV movie.
I've got to watch
was
it.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I might
why-
make it my goal to watch all, because I watched the Three Musketeers or the Four Musketeers, the one with Chris O'Donnell
Yeah.
and Oliver Platt, and Tim Curry's in that villain because he always plays a villain, and he's just so great. Tim Curry is so
Love it.
great.
Scary Movie 2.
Oh my god, he's so. I will die on the. Like, again, could never be made. It's not a movie. It's so deeply offensive, but the Scary Movie 2 is so funny.
It's one of my favorites. You know what?
I've never seen a scary
It's-
movie.
This Scary Movie 2, you honestly could skip all the others. Like, Scary Movie 2 is so
Tasha
funny.
Leone is in it.
Yes.
At the start.
Yeah.
It's
James Woods.
James Woods.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
yeah,
good.
it's
okay.
It was the era of these Nike basketball ads. Just in the middle, they just start making
they just start doing like a oh my god. And just-
Anna Faris in that film.
yeah,
is-
and Regina Hall is like she is phenomenal. Also incredible actor.
Yeah.
Like as in like I know she can do comedy, but
Yeah.
like I've just recently seen other stuff of hers. I watched this terrible film called like Yucca. It has like Alison Janney, and it's the guy who did The Help. Okay, sorry, I need your help here because this director who did The Help, incredible film.
Yeah.
He's done all these other films that are dog shit. Fuck
Crazy. This
dog
happens.
shit.
This happens.
But he always gets this big cast. And this film that I just watched, it has like Alison Janney, Regina Hall, Mila Kunis, fucking
What's it called?
Something to Yucca, like fucking
310 to Yuma,
yeah.
starring Mila Kunis.
And she's terrible. No, can you find it?
I'm looking them up. What am I looking up?
Look up the Help director.
Yeah, I'm on it.
I'll just look at my...
breaking news in Yuba County.
Yes. Anyway, I just don't understand. But this director has worked with these big actors
Yeah.
in so many films, and they're just dog shit. And like,
He must be really loved.
but that's what I think.
He must be
Yeah.
a nice guy.
Yeah.
Or everyone's just like, maybe this is the next The Help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it was just. But what my point was, Regina Hall was incredible in this dog shit film. Anyway, she's incredible in anything. But in comedy and in Scary Movie 2, it's so good. Like,
Honestly, it's
Scary Movie 2 is one of my favorite. I went home recently and like.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's one of the best sequels ever.
Yeah, they're all good. I actually like. I love 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the fifth one is.
I haven't seen
absolute
past
shit.
4, I don't think. It's just
Yeah.
2 is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never watched it because I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I've
It's
had
got
so many people recommend it in the last bit. It's funny that I haven't watched it.
It has a self-awareness to it that is so...
Yeah.
Like everyone on there is just like, let's just fucking...
And the Wayner brothers, they're just like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do whatever we want.
Yeah,
Like, because
it's-
the first one really followed like Scream, like horror. But then the second one, they're like, we're gonna do like classics and all these different classics. And then they try to push it together, just like some, like the like the like the she's fighting the cat.
Oh, that
and
is
then-
honestly, I was about to say, the cat, she fights a cat. Anna Faris and this cat have a full punch on, and it is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
okay.
And in and amongst all of that, Tim Curry is just there.
yeah. And last
With
one,
and he's so heinous, and it's so funny.
Okay, I'll definitely watch
yeah.
it.
And last one, what's his face with the hair? Like,
Oh,
make way for Fanny. Fanny coming through. Yeah,
he's got a little hand.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
that's right.
Anyway,
Anyway, I
Carlito's
digress.
Way, fabulous.
Yes.
I think I guess at this point we should say why. Should we quickly say why we put it in our top 8
I think we just
from a
said-
Leguizamo point of view?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, that's a great way to structure.
The reason that-
heads up, this is the second episode of the top 8, but this is the first one we recorded. This is why we've had to figure shit out.
Yeah. But just very quickly, because we've got to wrap the episode, I think that this was Leguizamo's introduction into big cinema and to Hollywood and to being a working actor. I think after this film, he started getting hired. He started getting the work. And I think Brian De Palma gave him the opportunity to play and really kind of showcase what he can do. And boy, did he. And for me, it is the bridge between, you mentioned in your blurb that this is Sexy Luigi. For me, it's the bridge between
Baby Legz.
Baby Legz.
We've divided his
Yeah.
life into eras.
Yeah, so there's the Baby Legz era, and then there's the Sexy Luigi.
Sexy Luigi, and then there's Hollywood Guizamo.
Yeah,
Then there's
Legwizollywood.
Legwizollywood. Then there's Daddy Guizamo, then Dad Guizamo. Daddy Guizamo is just a subset of Dad Guizamo.
Your Dad Guizamo is like the whole part, but then he just does some roles. Be like, oh, Daddy.
transitionary phase between
And to me-
between Hollywood.
This is the bridge between
Baby Legz.
Baby Legz. And,
Yes.
and it's also the earliest. Oh, no, I won't say that. We'll save it to the end.
It's probably the earliest one we.
We will, talk about in the top 8, but that's why.
Yeah, no, for sure. All that you said, there's so much promise here. This is a guy that like might become the next big thing. He just is so good. It's just, I think seeing someone he's just really, I don't really know what to say. I like the movie and John Leguizamo is really good in it.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
Pat, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
This has been a joy. Where can people find you?
You can search me up online. You can look up on Google, or you can go on Instagram and all the main ones.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And thank you so much to everyone for joining us for this episode of Leguizamo-rama, one of our very last ones. How do you do? Check out our YouTube as well. I should probably chuck that in there.
Yeah.
Subscribe if you want to.
Or if you're watching and you'd like to listen, check out you can listen to this.
Yep. And that's it. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
The Mish and Zach Podcast is recorded on the lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. We believe that our collective culture will never reach its full potential until we embrace the history and the truth of the oldest cultures of this land.